Mr. Cameron, what can I do? I never voted Tory, but I've ended up with you. Now we've got two Muppets governing the land. Oh, Mr. Cameron, I just don't understand. Oh, Mr. Cameron, please don't think me mean, but I really think we should bring back the guillotine. For you and Clegg and Osborne, Lady Thatcher too. They're the only kind of cuts I want to see from you. Oh, Mr. Cameron, what can I do? I voted for one party, now I've ended up with two. You and Nick together, he's eating out your hand. He's like a little puppy dog obeying your command. Oh, Mr. Cameron, please don't think me mean, but I really think we should bring back the guillotine. For you and Clegg and Osborne, Lady Thatcher too. They're the only kind of cuts I want to see from you. Oh, Mr. Cameron, I know what I'll do. We'll have a revolution and we'll get rid of you. You and all your cronies banished from the land. We'll have the workers run the show, now wouldn't that be grand? Oh, Mr. Cameron, please don't think me mean, but I really think we should bring back the guillotine. For you and Clegg and Osborne, Lady Thatcher too. They're the only kind of cuts I want to see from you. Oh, Mr. Cameron, please don't think me mean, but I really think we should bring back the guillotine. For you and Clegg and Osborne, Lady Thatcher too. Now they're the only kind of cuts I want to see from you.
Go away, you dark. Nice to see you again, Alan.
Yeah, nice to see you, Bill.
And you know, you can get equally as much attention when you do a protest song with a tongue-in-cheek as you can for a really serious piece. Sometimes you can get more attention.
I think so. I think it's important that when you're doing this sort of song that you're not preaching at people, that you're giving them a giggle and you're actually being entertaining. People with guitars are meant to be entertainers. So even if you're saying something, you have to be saying something in a way which people are going to react to and connect to.
And when we were doing this programme, I said that when we saw what the theme was, I said, well, I know a good protest singer, Alun Parry. I mean, do you like being thought of as that?
I don't mind. I see myself as a storyteller, but I'm very much of the left, I would say, and I tell the story of ordinary, everyday people. And I think what I do and what artists like me do is redress the balance and basically say that people like us are important, and so we tell the stories of people like us.
And you make sure everybody knows, because I know from my own emails that you make sure everybody knows what you're doing, where you are, what other people that you support are appearing.
Yeah, that's right. I think it's important to to get the message out there, and it's important to pass these things on. What I tend to sing about or write about, as I say, is the stories of everyday people, and there's no point me writing about them if I'm not giving them out to pass it on to an audience. Yeah.
So what's this link you've been doing with Woody Guthrie?
Well, I run in February I started something called the Woody Guthrie Folk Club, which is at the Ship and Mitre on the last Thursday of every month. And it's basically, its aim, and it's succeeded, I think, is to have a folk club which is a little bit feisty, which is in Woody's image. We don't sing Woody Guthrie songs. It's not like a covers night. It's that people go there with songs of celebration and struggle and justice and humour. And it's basically like getting together in your front room, basically, and having a bit of a do. And everyone comes up and shares a couple of stories, and the next person comes up. It's a good night.